Hey guys, so I'm back and today I'm going to be doing a video all on this hair. I'm going to show you guys how I get my hair from these dry, crusty curls. They look all tangled and just not that cute to very luscious, juicy curls. Because you know it's summertime and you want to be summertime fine. You can't be summertime fine with crusty curls, okay? You feel me? Like, it makes sense, right? It makes sense. But before I go into how I style this, make sure that you guys are following me on all social media. It'll swipe across the screen all cute for you. I'm trying to be, better and more active on Instagram, so make sure you follow me there. And while we're doing all of that cool stuff, since we're getting all of, the formalities out of the way, you might as well just go ahead and subscribe down below. It's the big fat red button. You can also hit the bell so you're notified every single time that I post a video. And like, why wouldn't you? Like, don't you want to be notified? You don't want to miss a beat, because we don't half step around here, sister. We don't. Like, we just don't do that. Like, what's half stepping? We don't know her. We don't want to know her. We don't even want to say hi to her. We step on necks, period. Okay? So, in order to do that, you need to have the notifications on, so you come correct every single time. You feel me? You feel me. I'm going to give y'all a second to do that. Cool. Boom. All right, so if you want to know how I go from tangled to beautiful tresses, keep on watching. All right guys, so first things first, before we get into how I style this hair and how I maintain it, I'm gonna talk about the specs of this hair. This is Beautyforever hair. This is their curly Malaysian, and I have a 16-inch closure, and I believe it's 2 bundles of 18 and 20. I did have 16-inch bundles, but I could not fit it when I made this wig, so I was like, oh well, like guess we're just gonna do. And I even started like doubling up some of the tracks and just like, I'm not gonna be able to fit this. And also, as you can see, I did bleach the hair. So this is all bleached. This is exactly how I wanted it. This is my first time bleaching hair, and I'm very proud of how I did. It came out exactly how I wanted it, like, period. Like, it looks so good. Like, do you see that? Do you see the dimension? Do you see that? Like, that is so, it looks so good. I mean, right now it's all crusty, but when it's like nice, you're gonna see it all in form, and it just looks so freaking good. And so far, I really love this hair. When I was making the wig and when I was like, doing all of the customization of it, it had like very minimal shedding, and I didn't know what to expect because this is my first time having curly hair of like this kind of curly hair. And like everybody says, like, curly hair sheds, like that's just what comes with the territory. But this hair barely sheds. Like, I get very minimal shedding. You guys will see when I start detangling, like, it really doesn't, not that much hair comes out during the process. It's very little shedding, and that is a plus. That's a plus in my book, because who wants to be walking around with their hair falling out and shedding? Like, that's not cute. That's not cute at all. Like, no, my weave does not need to have alopecia. I'm not with it at all. Nope. I'm starting to get better with my wigs, but don't clock me, okay? I'm not Tokyo. I'm not Tay. I'm not there. So, the lace may be a little clockable, but we're gonna mind our business, okay? We're gonna drink our mind your business juice and keep it moving, okay? Because from a distance, you can't tell. And if you can't tell, if you're like close up, you don't need to be that close to my face anyways. So back up, back up. Now let's get to how we transform. Okay. All right, so first I'm gonna go in with water. I'm gonna actually, let me just do this. I'm gonna show you guys all the stuff that I have, and then we can just go from there. So I have a spray bottle of water. I have some foam, so when like we get to the top, we can just like flatten that out. I have a Denman brush. This is key. And then I'm gonna add in this natural pudding souffle by Eden Body Works. It's coconut shea. It smells really good. I like it on my natural hair, so hopefully I like it on the weave. So I'm gonna start off by sectioning the front. It's very self-explanatory. You're just gonna wanna drench. Okay, maybe not drench. Well, I drench. I get this hair soaked and wet, because I feel like that yields the best results. And I really make sure the front, like the bang part, is nice and wet, in the ends. Like, I really, because like this is like the main part that's framing my face, so I don't need it to be like all looking crazy, And what I really like about Beautyforever's hair, like, this took the bleach so well. I think the next time I bleach hair, I will record it and show you guys how I did it. But it was like so simple. Like, this is for my first time bleaching, it was not hard at all. So now I'm over here not following my own rules. I'm gonna do the Denman brush, start at the bottom, even though I was getting ready to start at the middle and the top. Don't mind me, do as I say, you know. In this case, do as I say, not as I do. Is that the saying? Is it always do as I say, not as I do? I think so. Yeah, do as I say, not as I do, because at first I was about to have y'all dropped off. But yeah, you see how it just goes right. Ooh! And that's with no product, that's just with water. Ooh, baby! These curls. Okay, so now that's wet and it's detangled. We're gonna take our cocoa shea souffle and put that through. You know, get a little bit. You don't want to go too crazy. Don't go too crazy. And you just want to run it through. Ooh, this smells so good. It smells so good. And one thing I've noticed with like after bleaching hair, it just has like such a weird smell. Like even after I conditioned it and all that stuff, conditioned it multiple times, it just has a weird smell. So I've noticed that this kind of mask, it doesn't like stink. It's not like, ooh, your hair stank. But it just has a weird, just a very different smell. It doesn't smell like regular hair. It just smells different. So yeah, this is what it looks like. And then if you're feeling fancy, you can like, you know, do a little scrunchy scrunch. If that's what you're about, if that's the life you're about. It doesn't really matter with this hair because it's just that bomb. You see I'm doing it just to show you all. Scrunch, 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 scrunch. And boom. Yeah, and then we're gonna keep it moving. And make sure you do small sections because you want to make sure all of it gets the TLC it needs. Yeah, because you don't want the wind to blow and then you see these big, you don't want to see like the curls in between that are dry and crusty. Like, that's not cute. Not cute. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Wow, we're here. Instead of like speeding it up, I mean, I haven't decided. I think I'm gonna talk. Yeah, I'm gonna talk. Okay, so I recently just asked an assumptions about me on my Instagram, so that's why you need to follow me on Instagram so you don't miss out. But yeah, it just had me thinking that I kind of want to talk. I want to kind of do like a little chit chat or whatever. And yeah, so I think the last time I did a chit chat, I was talking about post-grad life and all that stuff. So yeah, we're gonna continue that trendio. But this time we're gonna talk more about dating. Yeah, okay. Don't we love that D word? Just love that D word, don't we? But yeah, basically, I wanted to get on here and talk about my experiences with dating, being that I'm in a new state and I don't know anyone other than my mom and my brother, and I obviously cannot date them because #gross. But yeah, moving into a new state, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people that will be able to relate to this, so that's why I want to speak on it. You know, we're in the technological age, so a lot of stuff is done via social media or through the internet, however you like to phrase it. So I have become familiar with dating via dating apps. So I have tried, I've tried Tinder, I've tried Bumble, I've tried Hinge. Tinder was a bust. All they want to do is smash. Don't take anybody seriously on Tinder personally. In my age group, I think it's just now it's turned into just like, are you DTF? And I mean, hey, if that's what you're looking for at the moment, cool beans. Like, we all have our stages in dating, and if that's what you want, then that's what you want. Then that's literally the perfect app for that. But right now, that's not what I want. So I had to get off of Homegirl because they were just doing too much. They were too ghetto over there. And then I moved to Bumble. Bumble was cute for a second, but I just cannot get with the whole you message the guy first. Like, first of all, I be forgetting, and that's my problem. Like, I'll start it, and then like, because you have to message them first within 24 hours after matching, like I'll be on it for like a little bit, like a good like 30 minutes or so, and then like I'll forget all about it, and I won't go back until like 5 weeks later. I'm like, oh, whoops, had all these matches, and I did not say anything to you guys, and now it's expired, and I'm not about to pay for that. Like, it ain't that deep now. I ain't want to talk to y'all that bad. So that's one of the downfalls about Bumble. And it may not even be Bumble. No, it is Bumble. I don't like, stop making me talk to them first. I don't like that. So yes, it is Bumble. It ain't me. It's a little bit of me, because I don't be paying attention, but I don't want to talk to them first. And then that leads me to Hinge. And I like Hinge. Their whole, like, mission statement or their mantra is they want you to delete the app because they want you to find that person in your life. So that's their whole purpose, is for you to delete the app. Cute, right? Very, very cute. And I like the aesthetics of the app. I like the concept. What I learned with Tinder is definitely all based on looks. That people don't really pay attention to your profile, because I have people ask me questions. I'm like, it's literally in my bio. Like, why are you asking me? And I'm not going to answer your question, because if you just read, you would be fine. Like, you wouldn't be sitting here asking me these stupid questions. And so, like I said, with Hinge, it is geared towards, you know, people actually paying attention. Like, yeah, you put your pictures on there, but you also have, like, different cool prompts that you can add so people can answer to those specific prompts, or they can like a picture. Like, it isn't solely based on what you look like and what you put on there. You don't always want to base, if you're gonna swipe on someone, solely off that, because you can be fine as wine, honey, but a lot of them don't be having no type of personality, like, whatsoever. And I'm a conversationalist, and they don't be having no type of conversation sometimes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I wasted my time just because I thought you were cute, and you can't even hold a conversation. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, I'd rather talk to a monkey. Lord. But yeah, so far, well, at the time being, I really like Hinge. And you know, I've talked to a couple people on there. It's cool or whatever, but I have come to the conclusion that I'm just gonna stop. I can't deal with the demand of online dating. Like, it's just too much. Like I said with Bumble, like, I'll forget, and like, I've noticed that I'll just forget to message people back, and then I'll come back like a week later, be like, oh, whoops, sorry, don't really check this. And like, that excuse gets really tired and old. It's like, damn, girl, like, you've told me this like 5 times. Like, what's going on? So, and I'm tired of saying it to people, like, oh, I don't really check this. Sorry. Now, what were you saying? Like, that's just lame. And it's kind of rude. So, I've decided, now that it's warming up and there's going to be, like, you know, more people out in the city, I'm going to let the, you know, dating apps go for a little second, for a little hot second, and try to meet people organically. I feel like the person that I'm going to end up dating is going to be a friend. And I'm not necessarily saying like it's a friend that I know already. It could possibly be a friend that I know already, but I don't like the idea of going into something off the jump of it having some sort of like romantic background, or like romantic intention, sorry. I don't know, I like it better when we're friends, and then it kind of comes naturally. It's like, oh wait, like, it just has that natural chemistry, and you're like, oh wait, dang, you feel what I'm feeling, because I'm feeling it. Is you feeling it? I hope you feeling it, because I feel it. And then y'all be like, yeah, we feeling it, and then next thing you know, like, oh, we feeling it together. Boom, relationship, or whatever. Or whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do at the time. Doesn't have to be. Not forcing you into a relationship. Doesn't have to be a relationship. But I'm just saying. Y'all doing it together. So yeah, that's why I kind of took a step back. I was like, I don't think I want to keep doing this. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's just too much pressure. And I just rather build friendships, and then possibly it leads to something romantic, or just, if it doesn't, it doesn't. But I don't even remember where I was. But basically, I was just saying like how I want any romantic relationship to come and happen organically. And I don't like the whole forced aspect of things. But also, as in my mindset now, I feel like another reason why I'm kind of took a step back from dating, like dating a lot, is because I feel like my mindset has changed drastically. I used to be very like optimistic on dating and all that stuff, and right now I'm not really that optimistic, and I want to change my mindset because I don't want to bring negativity into any friendship or romantic relationship if they had nothing to do with it. So yeah, like right now I'm kind of like on my FD's men train, men are trash, and you know that's not nice, and I can't be behaving like that. That's ghetto, and I just need to do better. And the only way I can do better is when I take a step back and you know kind of just like you know reflect on my mindset and get my life together by myself, and just kind of you know like, Tasia, that's not necessary. I mean, yes, some of these men are trash, but they're not all trash, and you don't need to have them paying for the mistakes of other people. So that was good in theory. Right now, my mind ain't really following suit with my mouth. So, yeah, that's like a main reason why I kind of took a step back from the dating world. I don't want to be indirectly blocking my blessings, because that's also not fun. Like, who wants to be out here blocking their blessings? We do it all the time, but I'm done with doing that. I'm done with blocking my blessings in 2019 and every year therefore after. I'm not doing that no more. Not at all. We're not partaking in self-sabotage. But I also, like, that leads me to say that, like, don't rush dating. If you're in this stage where you're looking to date, do not rush the process. Like, there's so many people out there, like, it's okay to not be with somebody right now. Like, that's perfectly fine. You need to learn how to be with yourself and learn the things that you like and what you don't like, and just be comfortable with being alone. Like, now I value my alone time so much more. Like, I love being alone. Like, I still like being around people, but I also find a lot of joy in being by myself. And before, I didn't say like I had to be around people, but I would be like, oh God, where's the people? Or whatever. But now, like, it's like I just find solace in being alone sometimes. Most of the time. 90% of the time, I'm just like, this feels good. Nobody's bothering me. Like, and I feel like the only way I got to that point was just being in this time and being in this headspace of, you know, just being by myself and not worried about these people. Okay? Not worried about them. And I think that's really important. And also, during this time, I have, you know how not just women, but everybody has like a list, or I would say like a list of like what you want in your partner, or like things that you like must have in your partner. And I feel like it's very childish to expect things from someone that you don't even withhold within yourself. And a lot of the things that I wanted people, I have told myself accountable and be like, okay, do you even possess these things? What are you bringing to the table? And this is what I've been doing these past couple months, is reevaluating being very self-aware and holding myself accountable for the things that I do and the things that I say and the way that I act and the way that I think, because I want to be the person that I am expecting someone else to be. I want to be able to bring forth a lot of things and not just expect that person to bring all of this to the table when I'm just like, okay, whatever, like, I'm me, you get what you get, like, this is what I'm bringing to the table, period. Like, no. So a lot of the things that I want, that's what I have been working on, and I feel like I've been doing a damn good job at that. Like, of course, there's still things that I need to work on. Like I said earlier, like, my mindset has changed, but the major things that I look for in a partner, I have definitely brought into myself, and I feel like that is key. That's key to any successful relationship, whether it's romantic or platonic. You need to bring something to the table, because nobody wants to be with somebody that's taking. Like, that's not fun. And I've been reading this book called Why Men Love Bitches. It's pretty good. Or whatever, and it just kind of just gives you a different insight on certain things. One of the points in the book is that men react more to actions rather than words, and when I read that, I was like, that is so true, because you could tell a man this, and that, and they were just like, oh yeah, I understand, and then they still continue to do what they were doing. But it's when you start flipping the script on them, or quote unquote pulling them on them, is when they want to act all like, oh God, let me get myself together. Like, yeah, And I was talking to like one of my guy friends. He was like, because I told him how I don't like to repeat myself. Like, I just don't do that, because I'm not your mother, and I'm not about to repeat myself, because I feel like you're grown, you heard what I said, and you're choosing not to you're choosing to ignore what I said, and you clearly understand. And if you don't, if something's getting misconstrued, then you can ask, like, could you explain that? But me repeating myself the same way, I'm not doing that. Like, no, I'm nobody's mother, and I don't plan on being anyone's mother anytime soon, so I'm not about to keep repeating myself. Like, that's that. And he was like, sometimes you got to repeat yourself. You have to ask him, do you understand? Like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, you're not a child. You can understand. You can form your own thoughts. You can form your own opinions. You can comprehend. At least I would hope so. But obviously you can't. But I'm not about to be, do you understand? Do you understand me? Do you understand? No, like, I don't have time for that. Like, grow up. Nobody has time for that shenanigans. Like, that is pure, that's ghetto. I just wanna, like, my final thoughts are just, when you're in this space of, like, if you're freshly out of a relationship, if you've been out of a relationship for a while, or you just, you know, you wanna try dating in a different way. Also, this is what that just reminded me. I think people have dating, like, confused. So I'm gonna break down how I believe dating should be and how I date. Okay, so when I'm dating, that means that I'm seeing people. I'm going out on dates with people. It can be any number of people. It could be 5 people, it could be 10 people. This is just the act of getting to know someone and then possibly going to the next stage. And then we have dating exclusively. I don't do that whole we're talking, because no, that's just another word. Like, I don't know what's up with people creating these words for things that we already have words for. Like, dating exclusively is talking. Like, why are you adding all these words? Like, why are you adding these extra steps? You're just getting to know that person on a different level, and you're possibly only exclusively doing that to them. So it's what? Say it with me. Dating exclusively. Period. That's all. We're not doing all this other stuff. So then I'll go to dating exclusively, and if we know what exclusively means, that means it's just that one person. And you decide when you guys want to have that conversation. You decide how that conversation is had. Some people, dating exclusively means that you as a person, you're only dating them exclusively, and they're possibly still dating, or that means that they're only dating you exclusively and you're dating around, or both of you guys are dating each other exclusively, and that's it. But like I said, that depends on the conversation that you all have. I'm not here to tell you how to date exclusively, because that's up to you, because exclusive can be to each person. It doesn't have to be as a unit, like you guys are exclusive, like, you know what I mean? And then after that, after the dating exclusively, not step, but after the dating exclusively, then you have the relationship. And then the relationship comes on your own terms. You guys have your own guidelines, terms, conditions, contract, whatever. To your dating life. Like, and that's up to you. Like, here, I'm not here to judge you. Some people are into monogamy, some people are not. Hey, whatever. Do whatever floats your boat. Do whatever makes you happy. As long as you communicate to that person what you're doing, who cares? So like I was saying before I broke down that, it's when you're in these weird phases of not being in a relationship or not dating at all, it's definitely important to know what you like, because a lot of times we don't like to admit it, but we as people can sometimes lose ourselves in relationships, and we kind of forget who we are at the core because we became so engulfed in our relationship. And when you're single, that is a perfect time to fall in love with yourself all over again, because you were in love with someone, you were possibly in love with someone else, or the idea of them, or the idea of the relationship, and now you're taking this time to fall in love with yourself all over again if you did lose yourself in the process. And I think that is like the most beautiful thing. I love myself so much. Ooh, yes, she's a great person. But yeah, like, that's just really, that was like the whole premise of this talk. Just to love yourself, fall in love with yourself, become enamored and engulfed with yourself. Nobody can tell you anything about yourself, because to you, you are that bitch, okay? This is for anybody, man or woman. You are it. You're all that in a bag of chips, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You can even throw in a little 2-piece combo. Don't get caught up in these men, ladies, and men don't get caught up in these ladies, or whatever it is. Men don't get caught up in these men, ladies don't get caught up in these ladies. If you're not with the gender standards, if you're with the whole non-binary thing, don't get caught up. People don't get caught up in these people. Period. Don't let nobody get you caught up, and don't let nobody change who you are to the core. Don't do it. Do not do it. We're not settling. We're not changing who we are as people to become a whole new person. Yeah, it's good to change and evolve. There's a difference between evolving and changing. I'm not changing. I will evolve and become a better person, but you're not about to change me. And if I feel as though I'm changing and I'm losing myself, you gotta skedaddle, or I'm gonna skedaddle. I'm gonna throw up the deuces. The only way you're able to connect with yourself in that way, or the only way you're able to acknowledge or understand when you're losing yourself, is when you took that time to fall in love with yourself. Like, that's the only way you're gonna know. Like, you need to fall in love with yourself. Point blank, period. I'm done with my tangent. This is the final product of the hair. So we went from busted and crusted to juicy and, not juicy and loosey, because that's not cute, because these aren't loose curls, but to juicy, okay? And she's very cute, she's very defined, she looks good. And this is literally, that's all of the shedding. And y'all saw how she was a little dry, she was a little tangled. And that's all I got. That's literally all, that's like, that is good. And homegirl's bleach, like, Beautyforever, you have sold me with your Malaysian curly. Like, I don't even want to try anybody else. I don't want to try them other girls. I don't want to. Like, I'm gonna stick with Beautyforever curly hair. And that's that on that. Before I continue to ramble, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And if you did, don't forget to give a nice thumbs up and comment down below whatever you would like to see next. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Okay? But I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad. Because I've seen worse. I've seen worse. And we ain't there yet. But anyways, you don't want it dry and crusty no more. You don't want no crusty curls. Swear about this. Oh yeah, this is gonna look so good. This is gonna look so good.